Once again, people. Alright, so before today's video starts, make sure you go follow me up on Twitch, because that's where I'm going to be, this clip's actually coming from. So make sure you follow me on there, because for the next however long I'm going to be playing Raging Blast 2 on there, so no Dragon Ball content on here, but it's going to be on there. So this video is basically going to be talking about Raging Blast 2 and why it's an underrated gem. Roll clip.
Boom. And then... oh, it's literally the same move. Why did I not enjoy the cinematics for that one? I don't know, it came off like a PS2 game on that one. See, this game was just largely unfinished. Like, half the characters are in realistic graphics, and like half of them have like somewhat cel-shaded graphics. It's very weird, and it's just like you can tell. Look, the characters are very inconsistent in how they look. Raging Blast 2 came out 1 year after Raging Blast 1, so that says that they had at least, at most a year to even finish the damn game. Man, that sucks too. It's like a year they had all these characters and they couldn't really update the story because they only had like a year to do it. Like, that's why there's no story mode, because otherwise they literally would have had to copy and pasted the other story mode. Because what, you had, because Spike, before they did, not after this game, but if we're talking about beforehand, they had to make the Tenkaichi series, and for the timeline for that, what, you had Tenkaichi 1, 2005, Tenkaichi 2, 2006, 2007 was Tenkaichi 3, but you gotta remember, that was a PS2 game, and if you remember that a lot of developers complained about the PS3's architecture, the cell architecture, and how hard it was programmed for it. A lot of developers complained about it because it was just so hard to develop for. And the difference now was not only were they doing a more powerful system, they had the PS3, which that was its own, knowing that a good portion of their fan base was going to be probably on the PlayStation system. Let's be real here. Because, you know, Dragon Ball games are probably most popular on the PS3 or PlayStation systems in general. Man, I just feel bad for Spike at that point. Like, if you compare this to Xenoverse 2, they had a little bit more, I think a little bit more than a year. I don't know. I would have to look it up. Okay, Xenoverse 1 release date. Alright. February 5th, 2015. Okay, so, I remember that one. I was still in high school at that point. And then if we do Xenoverse 2, I know that one was in... Alright, so that was February 5th, 2015 to October 25th, 2016. So they had probably a little bit over a year for Xenoverse 2. And that was... So, of course, they had more time. But then, when you look at Xenoverse 2 compared to Xenoverse 1, a huge portion of the story is just copy and pasted. You guys realize that, right? A huge portion of the Xenoverse 2 story is just copy and pasted. And it's the same exact thing like Raging Blast 2, where they they tweak the graphics a little bit, but and I will defend Xenoverse 2 here, where they didn't do a whole radical shift in graphics. It was mostly just the lighting given. Meanwhile, Raging Blast did the very bad thing of going with I hate Raging Soul, so I'm gonna just do that. Changing the graphics. Now it's going to be its own uphill battle in the first place. They should have just kept with the cel-shaded graphics, and yeah, I ended up biting them. But you know, in Raging Blast 2's defense, they didn't copy and paste the story. They went with Galaxy mode, which, you know, it's pick your poison. At that point, it's just pick your poison. But I honestly think, I believe Raging Blast 2 suffered from a shortage of time. And the huge art style change is what turned a lot of people off to it, unlike Xenoverse 2. And that's why I do wholeheartedly believe that Raging Blast 2 was the poor selling Dragon Ball game because of that. And not only because Tenkaichi 3 has like this high standard that it can never be filled up by nostalgia. So it's unfortunate, but a product that was less than a year in the making. Like, I understand why people don't like the game, but I would never go as far as say this game is trash, because it's not. I do wholeheartedly believe that this game is probably one of the better ones, at the very least. At the very least. Like, even if you like Xenoverse better than this, you could not say this is bad. Like, Ultimate Tenkaichi, that is the case of saying it's bad, alright? It's a rock, paper, scissors. It's basically a rock, paper, scissors game through and through. I personally liked it, but that one is a case. That one has a case. But Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2, it's not a bad series, and anyone who says otherwise is just rides on the bandwagon. I will defend that. I will constantly defend that. This game is not bad. You guys just ride the hype wagon of whatever the next game is. Because you see these with Dragon Ball YouTubers all the damn time, alright? They get excited for a game, and then when the next one comes out, it's all of a sudden trash. You see it all the damn time. I hate it. I really hate it. Like, I'm not even going to call out any names here because I'm not trying to deal with it. But you know the ones I'm talking about. Like, the big ones. They do it all the damn time, and I don't like it. Like, where Xenoverse is constantly the best one. And then when Fighters came out, no, that became the best one. And Xenoverse is trash, and it's just... No, they're all good games in their own right. You're just riding the damn hype. This game is farly underrated, and if you have not played this game, then really, you have to play this game. Like, you actually have to be an open mind and play this game. Like, stop, get off your hype. Like, screw what other people are saying. Like, this game's actually good. And if you're not in it, if you're not just playing for a story mode, I believe, like, just gameplay-wise, I believe this game is good. I just think that the time frame that they had to actually make this game is what crippled them in the end, because giving them less than a year, it obviously lacks content-wise, and it just cannot compare to Xenoverse 2. Plus, Xenoverse 2 has Super. That's Dragon Ball Super. It's time, so it has more to choose out of than this game, where Dragon Ball at this point was basically dead. I'll end it off right here, alright? I had a friend who's not into Dragon Ball as a series in general, alright? So, he's just getting into it. He likes card games, and he got into Dragon Ball Super, the card game. But then, he tried out Fighters. He likes Fighters. But then, he tried out Raging Blast 2, because I was playing it, and he actually finds this game to be... I'm not going to say better, I'm going to watch my words with this. I don't want to misquote him. He finds it more fun. I will say that. He finds it more fun than Dragon Ball Fighters. He did not say better. He found it more fun. Because, obviously, those are two different games. So it's hard to compare a 2D fighter to a 3D arena fighter. But yeah, just, you know, like whatever game you want, just stop. Just, obviously, just appreciate that. I do, like, this game's not bad, like, this game's not bad, like, I think this game deserves a lot more love than it's getting, and yeah, I will end it off on that note, and I will probably end the stream off on that note, too.